I am a strong believer that we all know we have all the answers inside of us. It's really building the ability, the capacity to sit with ourselves, to connect with ourselves in order to hear what our intuitive knowing knows. And it's trying to tell us all the time, but that we're so disconnected from after years of habitual disconnection that we're almost afraid of hearing at this point. Oh my god. Is it trying to kill me? Good morning. How's it going? Trippy thought coming your way. Are you ready for it? So, when we are born, we are given one thing. Do you know what that thing is? We are given one thing. Our body. We're given our body. And when I say we, I don't know exactly what I mean. Okay, I think that we're this soul and we're not our mind, we're not our body. We're given this body to experience Earth, to experience life on Earth. And I think it's kind of weird that as people who were raised by parents or caregivers who were disconnected from their body, we grew up disconnected from our body and more connected to other people and the world around us in this hypervigilant, sort of fearful, also disconnected way. Do you know what I mean? I went so long not feeling safe in my body, feeling like this vessel of mine wasn't good enough. It was almost like on display, like in a weird way, like an open nerve ending. And I just wanted to hide. And that's no way to feel in your body, like not safe. And when you feel that way, you're not able to connect to other people in an authentic, genuine way. Also, I think that made in my mind, like that nervousness that just like traveled through my body, that was my body, didn't allow for certain emotions because those emotions weren't able to be processed. I didn't know how to process them. And so those emotions were just stuffed down. And over time, I believe that they really weighed me down until I was feeling so unsafe and so heavy. I just wanted to be in bed all the time. It was like a really lethargic feeling, really sad in a lot of different ways, like lonely. And even if I was with people, sad because they didn't understand that feeling. I felt really alone and experiencing that feeling that I didn't even have words for. I barely do now. And also sad because I didn't know what to do about it. And I felt really hopeless and in that feeling of lethargy and desperate to change it, but no idea what to do about it. So first, let's talk about why this is, then let's talk about what we can do about it, okay? Because there is something to be done about it. Thank the Lord Almighty. So why is this? Well, we were raised by parents who were also disconnected from their bodies. A narcissist is very fearful, very afraid, and projects their fear and scarcity onto the world around them, onto others around them. Because the world and others are just extensions of themselves. They have no boundary, no understanding that this body, this is where they end. Watch this video if you're like, what are you talking about? And you want to know more. People who abuse substances long term, they have feelings, and if it's uncomfortable, they learn to take a drink to push it down, disconnect from their bodies. Over time, they also lose the ability to feel pleasant emotions on the same scale as the pleasant emotions that their body gives off when they take a drink. And so nothing in life compares to that feeling of taking a drink or using drugs. Really unfortunate stuff. Okay, and both, like, just being caught up in fear in the mind, just like letting your body like flail behind you in the back, or alcoholically, substance abusively pushing down all of your emotions, like just stuffing your body with all of this drug so that you lose its intensity of sensation and feeling because it's a lot and you don't know how to deal with it. Both lead to disconnect in your body. And that's not even to mention Munchausen's. Okay? I don't know if anyone has any experience with someone in their life who has Munchausen's qualities, but it's a real thing, and it is just the most mind-boggling thing that I have ever heard of. If you want to know more about that, watch this. So ultimately, it's very sad that this disconnection happens intergenerationally. You know, one generation has it, and then it passes it on to the next, and passes it on to the next, and here we are in a world where so many people are just walking around in these bodies that they are completely disconnected from. So, how do we fix this? Well, I think that there's different components. There's the actual physical component of getting into a new momentum and the ability to actually take care of yourself. Actually putting that into practice and making new habits, it's a process and it takes some time, it takes some practice. I also think that there is a mental component where we have to learn to listen to our bodies, learn to recognize what it wants, and that is like building a relationship. At first, you're like, what do you want? What do you need? Oh, you want this? You want, okay, I'm gonna try to give you that. And also, there's learning to have your mind be nice to your body, because maybe you don't like your body. Maybe you shame your body for being clumsy or weak or whatever it is that you shame yourself and your body for. And then I think that there is an emotional part. Our minds, they kind of think about emotions, they get kind of riled up, but our bodies feel emotions too. And while the mind kind of forgets about emotions, the body doesn't forget them. They store the emotions. And it's really important to physically release those emotions. Either you are going to release them, or at some point they're going to release themselves. And not only release them, but also learn to actually feel them and be okay feeling them and sitting with them, because that can be really hard. So first, let's talk about the basics. There's the actual physical taking care of yourself. Water is good for everything. Okay, if you don't have water, come on, go get. Oh, hey. Ooh, I look weird. Oh, I look like an alien. Hi. Oh my god. Sorry. Hydration is really important. Nutrition is really important. Your vitamin intake is really important. You want to take care of your teeth. You want to take care of your skin. If your skin isn't healthy, you're not going to feel confident walking out into the world. And you want to move your body. So one thing that I'll say about lethargy is I was lacking motivation and will to do stuff. And one thing that I knew I wanted to do was move, but I didn't have energy or the desire to deep down. But what I've learned through practice, and it took a lot of times, like setting this intention and failing, setting the intention and succeeding, setting it and failing, setting it and failing, setting it and succeeding, setting it and succeeding, changing that balance to be able to actually enact this that I'm about to tell you. But I've learned that when I'm feeling low energy, what I actually need is to move. I need to move and just get the energy flowing in my body, because I think of it as being stagnant, and so I just need to get it going again. And another thing that I'll say about all of this is that we are different on different days. I think that actually all of these things are really quite important to do on the regular. But other self-care practices, like more mental health components, which all tie into this conversation, like journaling and meditating and connecting with your friends, venting, angering, those ebb and flow as you ebb and flow through life. It's not a one-size-fits-all, today I'm going to do this, this, and this, and then my health is taken care of. No, depending on how you are feeling, that's how you know what to prioritize, what to do. And so that brings us into the next pillar of sorts of reconnecting with our body. So first we got to take care of our body, take care of ourselves. This one temple, this one gift that we're given. Next, it's learning how to build that relationship between our mind and our body, building the ability to hear our body when it whispers something to us. Otherwise, we are not going to hear it until our body is screaming at us. Your body can't be like, hey you with the face and the mind. You need to help me out here. Okay, I need some water. I'm just so thirsty. When I wake up, I'm so thirsty. I haven't had water all night. I've been using my body to build my muscles and store some memories and stuff, and now I've used up a lot of water in the process. I need a refill. It's up to us to learn that our body feels more awake when we're hydrated and more tired when we're dehydrated. Listen to those messages. How are we? Are we really tired? Yeah, we just woke up. Okay, a lot of us are groggy when we wake up, but are there things that we can do to help ourselves wake up? In the afternoon, a lot of times I hit this slump where I'm so tired. And, for me, tired is just the thing that my body does when it's sending me a message. A lot of times it's because I'm hungry. I'm actually dehydrated or hungry. I'm not necessarily needing to nap. Maybe I need to sit down and relax and, reconnect with my body. But a lot of times, often, I need to eat or drink some water. That kind of moves into another point that I wanted to say, which is maybe not for the men out there and everyone. Okay, I'm going to be talking about hormones. Humans are ruled by our hormones, and I want us all to just be adults and okay with it. Okay, it's not weird. It's totally freaking natural. I heard that boys have cycles too, hormonal cycles, but every single month, every woman goes through this natural cycle, and it not only is a physical thing happening in one particular part of our body, but it's a whole energetic experience. Sometimes we're more tired, and then we're really outgoing and sociable and excited and creative, and then it continues. Not only concerning cycles and women, but everybody. If you're feeling extremely tired, extremely hungry, extremely emotional at some point in time, some day, some week, know that it could be completely natural things at play. So don't shame yourself, okay? Just listen. Learn to listen to your body and allow it to tell you how you really feel. Build that connection, nurture that connection, and you nurture it by not shaming it. And so that's another component of our mind-body connection, is what is your mind saying to your body? Is your mind being like, grr, I wish that you weren't tired or so hungry right now. We're trying to get that beach bod. Can you just not be so hungry? Or can you not be so tired so that we can go to the gym, work out? This is all very basic stuff. But without getting too deep into things, what is your mind saying about your body and to your body? Can you learn to listen more to what your body's actually telling you and have compassion for that and nurture that through acceptance and gratitude? Because your body does so much unconsciously for you that allows you to experience life. It walks you around through life. It allows you to pick up this mug and take a nice sip of coffee and pet all the animals and smell all the flowers and the candles and, experience really cool things. So let's have some more appreciation for our bodies instead of this shameful, angry, frustrated, whatever it is, this not collaborative and symbiotic relationship, this disconnected, kind of at war relationship. Rather, let's have this collaborative, symbiotic, nurturing relationship between our mind and our bodies. And moving into the last pillar of connecting with your body, there's the emotions that are stored within your body and sensationalized in your body. Emotions are signals for our body to react in different ways. So not only do humans feel emotions, but animals do too, and they do so for a reason. It's not just this thing that we do. If we feel afraid, it is a trigger to our system to reallocate our energetic resources to our ability to fight or flight, to protect ourselves. Reallocate our resources to self-preservation rather than muscle restoration or memory storage, things like that. So our emotions are in our body, and I guess the thing that I want to say about connecting with your body on this point is that your emotions can be stuffed down and ignored, but your body doesn't just let go of them. They hold on to them. I'm getting lost with my pronouns here, but your body holds on to the emotions, and either you consciously, proactively release the emotions, or your body releases them at times when you maybe wish that you could just hold it together and stuff them down. Whatever the case, there are different ways of processing your emotions in your body. And first, it's kind of like that mental component. You have to realize what the emotions are and what need underlies them. So for instance, when you feel afraid, your need for safety is being threatened. So what is the need underneath your emotion? And I have some resources below for you to check out if you're like, I have no idea. You can look at those, build some emotional intelligence so that you have the emotional literacy capacity to understand why you are feeling a certain way and how you can change that feeling. But once you have that awareness of your emotions, start to also listen to your body and know what that feeling actually feels like in your body. So when you're stressed, do you feel it here? Here and here? Do you feel it in your stomach? Do you feel it in your heart? Do you feel it in your breath? Is it hard to take a deep breath? And what does your emotion externalize as? Do you project your emotion and you're like, I'm angry because of you, or I'm sad because of you, or I can't control this thing in my life, and so I am going to go and control everything else that I can by cleaning and putting everything in its perfect spot? Or are you like, I can't trust anyone else, and so I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to do it all myself. I can't trust anybody else. Or are you just like, I have a feeling. No, I don't. Not anymore. It's gone. I don't feel anything. Sorry to laugh. I mean, I do that, and so it's really not funny. But I mean, my imagery of it was kind of funny. That was funny, right? Am I the only one who thinks I'm funny? How do your emotions show up? How? And a lot of gaining this awareness of your emotions in your body is learning to just sit and be like, okay, what the heck am I feeling? Do a body scan. Recognize what you're feeling and look for it in your body, and then just sit with it instead of go and externalize it in all the different ways or other ways than I just described. And then it goes back to the beginning. I say you gotta do something about it. So you could, if you're feeling angry, scream. Are you able to scream? Listen, if you're not able to find a safe space and scream, if you can't literally make that sound, it means that you've got a big blockage there, okay? Like, symbolically. And if you can't cry, you've got a blockage there from that emotion. And the thing is, the blockage is trying to keep yourself safe, but really, like, it's all that emotion is in you and it's being held. And I don't mean to like scare you and be like, you need to scream, you need to cry, you need to do whatever, move, like get it out, express it. But I'm really imploring that you investigate whether this is true, okay? So maybe you need to scream, maybe you need to cry, maybe you need to just like kind of shake it off in a way, and a way to do that is by changing your physiological state. So maybe you need to take a shower, a hot shower, a cold shower, or run, exercise. That gets your endorphins. Legally Blonde. Endorphins make you happy, and happy people don't kill people. They just don't. Yes, that was a good reference. Exercising is a good physiological change of state. All of these things could be helpful. So again, listen to your body. If you have an idea of something to do, some blockage that you may have, it may be your implicit memory, your implicit subconscious knowing, bringing forth the perfect idea for you to try, the answer to your question of why, like what am I feeling, what blockage is there. I am a strong believer that we all know, we have all the answers inside of us, and it's really building the ability, the capacity to sit with ourselves, to connect with ourselves in order to hear what our intuitive knowing knows. And it's trying to tell us all the time, but that we're so disconnected from after years of habitual disconnection that we just, I don't know, it's sad. We're almost afraid of hearing at this point. So, I don't know if any of this resonated with you, but hopefully one or two things did. This is a pretty interesting, in-depth topic, and I feel that I could go into depth in a lot of different areas. And so if you're interested, please give me a like, give this video a like, so that I know that you actually do like it and are interested in hearing more. And also let me know what you have to say about this topic. Have you ever experienced feeling disconnected with your body, with yourself? And has that ever externalized with feeling disconnected with others? with other people and with the world at large? What's your experience? I'm sure that you have something very valuable to share, and if you have the courage to, the desire to, share it. I'd love to hear and connect. So, thanks so much for watching, you guys. I know that Christmas is coming, and my advice to you is to listen to your body and honor what your body is telling you to do. I'm gonna run. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.